All right, let's talk about this Pokemon scalping situation. So for the past few months, the Pokemon situation has been pretty bad. There's barely any product available, and whenever there is, it's very limited or extremely overpriced. I wanted to make this video to really break down exactly why Pokemon cards have increased in price so much and what you can do to stop it. So let's begin by talking about the main reason why prices are skyrocketing so much. A lot of people like to say that the fact that the new Pokémon TCG Pocket came out has been bringing in a big influx of players. Some people like to say that maybe it's the fact that the last few sets have been so great. Or people simply just like to blame the fact that scalping is at an all-time high. But the main reason why the prices are so high is because people are buying from scalpers. And you can combat this by just not buying from scalpers. And if you know somebody who's buying from scalpers, you should probably tell them to stop. Because remember, scalpers are only gonna scalp things that are high in demand. And right now, what's happening is that these scalpers, they're creating an artificial scarcity. Basically, if the scalpers buy all of the supply, and when you go to the store to buy it, you basically have no choice but to buy it from them if you wanted it right now. So it's not that there's not enough product for everyone, it's just the fact that these people are hogging it up really fast just because they want to make a quick buck. And that's what's causing the prices to go up. But remember guys, this isn't like a concert or an event where like, if you don't buy it right now, you're never gonna get a chance to see it. Pokemon is always reprinting cards and more are on the way. And if you stop buying from the scalpers, they'll stop scalping. Because the reality is that most of these people, they're just looking for a quick flip. They're not trying to do a long-term investment. And yes, I do understand that there are some people that are doing long-term investments in Pokemon, but these aren't the people that are causing the problems. The people who are causing a problem are the people who are just buying basically all of the product just for the sake of selling it instantly to get a quick buck. And a lot of these people don't even have the money to sit on the product forever. So eventually, if they don't get their money quickly, they'll be forced to stop doing this or just sell the product back at the original price. And remember guys, Pokemon cards aren't that rare. I know it might seem like you're never gonna be able to get prismatic evolutions because it's being sold out everywhere instantly, but take 151 for example. That set is literally over a year old and they're still printing new products for it. Not to mention that they're actually restocking old products as well. I was literally able to pick up this 151 booster at GameStop for a retail price a few days ago. So they're still reprinting old products and they're still making new products like the Blooming Waters. So trust me, with these special sets, they're going to continue to make new products, so there is absolutely no rush to buy it right now. Another major issue that's causing shortages with Pokemon cards is rip and ships. Now, for those of you that don't know what rip and ship is, basically that's when you go onto a live stream and somebody's selling Pokemon cards and you buy that from them and they rip the pack for you, they pull out the head, they mail it to you and you buy it like that. Now, I know I'm gonna get a ton of hate for this, but rip and ship is probably the second biggest reason why Pokemon shortages are happening right now. Because at first, it was pretty harmless. Just a couple of people were doing it. But now everybody wants to be a ship and ripper because it has such a low barrier to entry and the profit margins are so high that everybody wants to do it. And these people aren't charging you normal prices. These guys are charging you $10, $20, $30 a pack. I literally heard that when Prismatic Evolution came out, there were some people that were charging as much as $25 for one pack of Prismatic Evolution. Remember, when Prismatic first came out, nobody could buy it, you couldn't find it, and these guys somehow were able to get the product. And the reason why I say these guys are contributing to the issue is because these guys are basically forced to become scalpers themselves. A lot of these guys are just regular people like me and you. Only store owners have access to distributors. And while yes, a lot of these ship and rippers are stores or people who open the store just to become ship and rippers, we have a lot of people who, again, because the barrier to entry is so low, they literally just go to the store, buy everything, and then charge you a bunch of money to open it for you and ship it to you. And even worse, some of these guys might not have the time to, go stand outside of Target at 6 in the morning every day and straight up buy it from scalpers, which again, if they're buying it for, $15 a pack, they're charging you $20, $25 a pack because they have to make money too. This is kind of furthering the issue and making the demand for the product even more high, which kind of perfectly transitions into the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is everybody wants to be a reseller. And I think this might have to do with that time when we were all forced to stay at home, where everybody was trying to scramble to find a way to make money. And some people found Pokemon as a good way to do it. They bought the product, they were able to sell it. I know originally people were doing it with product from Japan, but now everybody wants to be a reseller. And you have to understand that when everybody's a reseller, nobody's a reseller. Because what ends up happening is that you're selling things for really expensive, and then when you want to buy something, it's going to be really expensive for you. So really, all these people are doing are destroying the hobby. And the sad part is the social media is full of these people, not just resellers, but people who are encouraging people to be resellers. And the problem is that when everyone's doing it, no one's making money. So now moving on to something that I found out recently that was a little disturbing, and I'm not sure on the legality of it, but I heard from multiple sources that distributors are actually scalping themselves. So I actually went to a store a couple of days ago and I noticed that they raised the prices of their ETBs drastically. I mean, this one store was selling it for $80 and then the week later they were charging $130. And I remember talking to the manager about it and he told me, look, I didn't even want to buy any more of this product because the distributors were charging me $110 per ETB of Prismatic Evolution, which is absolutely crazy because remember guys, these products retail for $59.99, which means that normally distributors are selling these things for probably $35, $40, or even $30. So the fact that even they're taking advantage of the situation is pretty bad. And I didn't just hear this from one source. Another store owner told me that they were willing to give them a couple of hundred ETBs if they were willing to buy them at $100 a piece, which again is severely overpriced because now the local game stores are going to be forced to sell them to you guys at a higher price. Now, of course, this is only happening because the market price is so high that even distributors are trying to not miss out on the hype. If we wouldn't have driven the prices up by buying from scalpers, this would have never happened in the first place. But it's just an interesting thing to know that's happening because I didn't even know something like that was possible, and that's definitely another issue that's driving up the prices. Now look, I'm not trying to stop people from making money, but understand that when you participate in these things, whether it's buying from a scalper or ripping chips, you're adding to the problem. Remember guys, more cards are on the way, you just have to be a little patient. And with Prismatic Evolution specifically, Pokemon has already released a statement saying more cards are on the way. And be careful when you buy from these whatnot sellers. I mean, we've had so many cases of people like just straight up ripping you off. You saw that one guy reselling Prismatic packs where he had an energy with writing on it. A lot of that community, especially on applications like whatnot, are super sketchy. So why even risk it? I just wanted to kind of talk about the issues a little bit and basically encourage you guys to do your part to help the issue because the biggest problem is the scalpers, but the scalpers are fueled by us. If we stop buying from scalpers, scalpers will stop scalping. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think I hit the nail on the head? Do you think there's something else that I missed that's contributing to this issue? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty of more Pokemon videos coming your way. I know this is a little different than what we usually do. Let me know if you liked it. I just kind of felt that these issues needed to be addressed, so here it is. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Click this video right here for more awesome Pokemon content. YouTube thinks you'll like it, and so do we.